Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Saptarishis Astrology. We are back again with a great scholar, great master, and with an awesome topic to learn today. He's coming back actually to teach us retrograde planets on the demand of all the viewers and our English audience specifically. So, please help me welcome our today's master, Nitin Kashyap ji. Nitin ji, welcome to Saptarishis Astrology and Namaskar. Thank you so much for coming, and we are very, very happy to have you again on the channel.
Thanks for inviting me on this forum, Madhura. I feel quite honored to be with you on Saptarishi time and again. So, as you said earlier, that today's topic is on retrogression. Let's straight jump into the topic. There are different hypothetical theories associated with retro planets. For example, whether they give result goods or bad, or are they weak or strong, or how they influence the previous bhava. In this video, I'll try to cracken up all the cracken up this puzzle through the basic knowledge of astrology and astronomy. Let's start with the PPT.
Yeah, very excited and can't wait actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, before going into the predictive part of retrograde planet, first we must understand why and how planets become retrograde. Here I remember one case. One of my students asked, "Sir, planets are revolving in their own orbit. So how can they, start moving in a reverse direction?"
Yeah.
So obviously, my obvious answer was no. It's not possible. Then he asked, "Then how planet become retrograde?" So in this presentation or in this in upcoming slides, I'm just telling you how this phenomena happen. Let me show you.
Yeah, perfect.
See, we can see in this figure that Mercury and Earth are revolving around the Sun. And to complete one revolution, Mercury takes around 88 days and Earth around 365. So now to pinpoint the location of a planet in the sky, we just need to see the background of the planet. Okay, for example, in this given condition, if we see the background of Mercury, we can see star A there. So on that basis, we can say Mercury is transiting over planet star A. Now, as all we know, Mercury will revolve, and then he took the position in front of star B, and similarly over star C, D, E, and F. And in the meantime, Earth will also cover some distance on its own orbit, but compared to Mercury, this distance is quite less.
Yeah. So it will be 1/4.
Absolutely. It is around 1/4. So, but to clear the concept of retrogression, I just took a constant point so that this concept of retrogression could be understood easily. So now from star F, story of retrogression starts. See, as Mercury is revolving on its own orbit, after F, it will again move to the star E. Okay. Viewers from Earth see this process as Mercury is reversing its direction. But in actual fact, it is moving in its own orbit and in an anti-clockwise direction as it was moving earlier, right?
Yeah, correct.
So, planet never reverses the direction of motion, but it only appears from the Earth that the planet is, getting reversed.
Yeah.
So here we can see how Mercury become retrograde, and now it is moving again over A, B, and E, C, and A.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So
And same for the exterior planet. Yeah, please.
Yeah, basically we are seeing the Mercury's motion from the Earth, relative position.
Correct, relative position from the Earth. And here we can see that how Mercury becoming retro. So let's moving ahead. Now here you can also see Mercury become retrograde when it become closer to the Earth. In the previous slide, Mercury become retro when it comes closer to the Earth. And when a planet comes closer, the impact expected from the planet boosted up. Okay.
Correct.
Similar case with this exterior planet like Jupiter and Saturn. In this case, Earth is taking around 365 days, as all we know. And on the other hand, Jupiter take around 12 years to complete one revolution. So Earth is moving 12 times faster than Jupiter. And here you can see when Jupiter come closer to planet Jupiter, when Earth come closer to the planet Jupiter, then it become retro. Then Jupiter become retro.
Correct.
So this is how retrogression occur astronomically.
Perfect.
Now, moving ahead. Now let's see what classical say about retrogression. What are their views on retrogression? According to Phaladipika, Vakam Gatau Ruchir Rashmi Samuha Purno Nichari Bhansha Sahito Api Bhaveta Sakheta Viryanavastu Hinarashmi Rivocha Mitra Savshetra Go Api Viblo Rita Didishchet. So even when a planet is in own sign or Navamsha, sorry, यहाँ से edit कर लेंगे एक बार, मैं उसकी वो करता रह गया, ठीक है? Even when a planet is in sign or Navamsha of debilitation, but if it is in retrograde motion, then it should be considered very strong. As per Phaladipika, if a planet is in the Neech Navamsha and or in the Neech Rashi, even in that case too, if it is a retro, then Phaladipika considered it as a great, is having a strong impact. So now moving over Horasar. According to Horasar, Rashi Mukhe Madhya Bale Sampurna Balascha Madhyam Yatah Rashyante Balahino Vakra Balvan Neecha Rashosya. It indicates that Jupiter, Jupiter becomes stronger in the following condition. Out of these 4 signs, 2 signs belong to Jupiter.
Correct.
One of his friend sign, and the other sign is of Cancer, in which it becomes exalted. So there is no question on how Jupiter becomes strong in these 4 signs.
Yeah.
Now, the next point is midday. In the midday, it is if a person born in a midday time, then it is considered that Jupiter is strong in his chart.
Yeah.
And if it is in Lagna, as mentioned here, Jupiter got Digbala, the directional strength. So it is quite obvious that Jupiter becomes strong in the Lagna. Now, here is the, what should I say, the line for us. Apart from the above condition, if Jupiter is retrograde, except Makar sign, because in Makar it become debilitated.
Yeah.
Yes. Apart from the above condition, if Jupiter is retrograde, then it is of full strength. So here we can also see that if a planet become retro, it enhances or boosted up, or its result get increased. Now, this is $1 million question. Does retro planet give result of previous bhava? Many of my students, or even the people I met, they told me that planet is aspecting from the previous bhava because it become retro. But as far as my sir point of view is concerned, or even for me, I haven't got any shloka written in classical in which this theory is mentioned. When I was searching, there is one, what should I say, a book, Prashan Prakash, and according to that book, Mars, Mercury and Venus give result of the previous bhava when they become retrograde, or when they are atichari or in high speed. Okay, but Jupiter and Saturn will give the result of the house in which they are posited.
Okay.
First of all, Madhura, this book is of Horary, Prashna Shastra. So we should not directly imply this principle on the native chart, but it's a matter of research. If we can search it on it, or we can research on it whether this principle apply on a native chart or not. Okay, apart from this, I haven't got any shloka from any classical book on a retrograde planet aspecting or giving result of the previous bhava.
Yeah. So it is a completely matter of research for
Correct.
viewers as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And apart from this, when the age of person is calculated, retrogression increases the span 3 times. If a planet becomes retro, it will give it will increase the age span given by that particular planet 3 times. So if we conclude all these things, astronomically, planet becomes stronger. According to Phaladipika, retrogression boosted up the result of planet. Through Horasara or even through Ayurveda, if a planet is getting retrograde, then it will boost it up the result.
Yeah.
Okay.
So please clarify if I'm wrong. So retrogression happens when the planet is very much closer to the Earth.
Absolutely. When its orbit.
Yeah. Please go ahead, sir. Please go ahead.
Yes, you are right. Planet become retrograde when it come closer to the Earth. Okay.
And about the Jupiter, which you have explained, that it is strong in 2 of those where Jupiter signs, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, in which it is exalted, and Scorpio, which is a friendly sign. So can you give us some examples, like?
See, definitely in upcoming slides, I'll definitely share a few examples with you regarding this position. See, in Horasara or in even Bharat Parashar Hora Shastra, it is given that in certain condition, planet becomes stronger. For example, there is one concept of Tribhag Bala. What is Tribhag Bala? You have for calculating the time zone, you need to take a dinman, duration of day, and divide it by 3. Okay. So each span is ruled by some planet. It is if we want to calculate the Shadbal of a planet, in that case Tribhag Bala is used. So in certain conditions, certain planets become stronger. So this is how, and from there I got this this shloka related to Jupiter.
Perfect, sir. Perfect.
Okay, the next question is, does planet give result of debilitation when it is exalted and retro at the same time? In Uttar Kalamrit, it is given that if a planet become retro and exalted at the same time, it will give you the result of debilitation. Okay. Now, when I'm searching why such thing or given in a classical book, there must be some reason behind it. So this is what I feel. See, this pic belongs to Ramayana. The scene of abduction of Ma Sita. The reason for abduction or kidnapping of Ma Sita, one of the reason could be her excessive beauty. So this is the case of Ma Sita abduction. One of the reason behind this thing could be her excessive beauty. She was very much beautiful, and as per Ramcharitmanas, Shurpnakha praises Ma Sita in the Darbar of Ravan, and because of that, okay. So one of the reason behind Sita abduction was that she was very much beautiful. Shurpnakha praises her in Darbar of Ravan, and because of that, she got abducted. Similarly, killing of Ravan could be connected with his ego. because Ravan was very egoistic person. As far as again in Ramcharitmanas it is given that Angad, Vibhishan, Kumkaran, Lord Hanuman, they all try to explain in front of Ravan that Ram is not a normal human being. He's avatar of Lord Vishnu. But because of his ego, he never accepted, and because of that, he was killed. And similar story is related to Raja Bali. Raja Bali lost all of his assets to Vaman avatar because he was very much charitable. So, just a minute.
Yeah.
So through all these, example, I just want to, pass on this message that if any traits of a human being superseded the other, there are strong chances of self-destruction. And when a planet is getting exalted and at the same time it becomes retro, then its power, it increases multiple times. And maybe this could be the reason. That is why Kalidas in Uttar Kalamrit said that when a planet is retro and at the same time it is exalted, it gives a result of debilitation. Challe aage?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. See, in this slide, you can see whenever we are checking retrograde planet, we should first of all classify planet into two categories. One is benefic planet of the chart, and the other one is malefic planet. For example, for Cancer ascendant and for Leo ascendant, Mars become Yoga Karaka, right?
Correct.
And similarly for Vrishab Lagna and Tula Lagna, Saturn become Yoga Karaka.
Correct.
So for different Lagna, there are different benefic planet. And on the other side, we have malefic planet for those Lagna also. For example, in Vrishab and Tula Lagna, Jupiter is considered to give malefic result.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, as I said, that planet give result on two bases. One is their natural tendency. For example, Jupiter and Venus are considered to be a natural benefic planet, right?
Yeah.
And on the other hand, we have characteristics or traits due to its lordship of different houses. For example, 6, 8, 12 lord are considered to be negative planet. Am I right, Madhura?
Correct.
Okay. So in that case, if a benefic planet becomes strong, retrograde, it will give you very good result. But when a malefic planet, lord of 6, 8, 12, Dusthan Adipati, become retrograde, then you should expect negative results out of it.
Mm-hmm. Can I ask a question?
Please.
If a planet is naturally benefic, but it is because of imposed its nature, that is 6, 8, 12 lord, it is functional malefic, then how we can see the result which is given by the planet?
See, as per my knowledge, if a planet associated or becoming a lord of 6, 8 and 12, they carry the portfolio of the negativity, they carry the signification of the, suppose if a planet is become a lord of 6th house, Rogue Ripurend, as you must knew about it, enemy, we see enemy from the 6th house, obstruction, and at the same time competition, etc. So when it if the lord of 6 become retro, whether it is natural benefic or malefic, it doesn't make much difference. It increases the impact of 6th house in your life.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let us see with this example.
Yeah.
In this example, Lagna Lord is Jupiter, right?
Yeah.
And Lagna is considered to be the most auspicious house of the chart. Yeah. So through Bhavadipatya and through natural behavior also, Jupiter become a benefic planet for this chart, right?
Correct.
And in this case, it become retrograde also. So what happened to this native? he just going to complete his Jupiter Dasha in upcoming months. So from Lagna point of view, he is very much healthy. There is no problem related to his health or goodwill in the society. Okay, the factors which we see from Lagna, they are almost they are quite good. At the same time, 10th Lord, it becomes 10th Lord also, and his career is also running smoothly. Here I want to make one more point. See, retrograde planet also represent instability, right? Because they are not moving in or they are not appearing to move in the average speed which they appear to move, right? So because of that, when a planet, retro planet, posited in any house, it represents that that particular house will have some instability.
Okay.
For example, in this case, Jupiter is in the
5th house.
correct Santana Dharma or 5th house.
Correct.
And because here it become retrograde, the person is suffering. First, he was suffering because after a long time of marriage, there was no children. But the first child of this native get expired just after 2 or 3 days of his birth, and even now his son is suffering due to some medical issue. So Jupiter in 5th house in retrograde motion, producing instability in the 5th house. Do you have any question, Madhura?
Yeah, so just to clarify, Jupiter is Lord of Lagna and 10th house. So
Correct.
it is good for those houses where the lordship is there.
Correct. Correct.
But
Absolutely.
it is unstable nature in the house where it is placed.
Correct. Correct.
And the principle which you have taught previously, that it is exalted in the 5th house. So even that is getting fulfilled, that if a planet is retrograde and exalted, it gives some kind of bad result.
Bad result. And here I want to make one more point. See, starting up of life or starting of the Lagna is from the birth, right? So at the time of birth or in his childhood, he was suffering due to bad health. Okay, and same happened when he started his career. First, he changes his career in 2006 or 5. He started doing a BPO business, and unfortunately, it was not succeeded. He was not succeeded, and now he's turning to the another business, and now he's doing very good. So, starting up or initiation of the bhava or the event related to the bhava is somewhat, you can say, unstable, or after that the things going perfectly all right.
So can we say that retrograde planet gives struggle in the starting point?
Correct. If he's owning a good house, if he is owning a good house.
Yes. And one more question: does degrees matter when we analyze retrograde planets?
Yes, it matters a lot, because see, in this case, you must know about the Uch Amsha, the highest degree of exaltation of every planet. So in this case, Jupiter is getting retro before achieving its peak point. Uch Amsha. So if a planet getting what should I say, retrograde before attaining its exaltation point, then it is considered to be a negative thing. Okay. And suppose if this planet Jupiter is of around 26 degree or 25 degree, and then it become retrograde, in that case it was considered to be good, because now it is again moving towards its exaltation point.
Correct. Yes.
Whenever we see the retrogression part, we should see the degree also, whether they are moving towards its Nichamsha or Uchamsha. Okay?
Yeah. Perfect.
Let's moving to the new next chart. Okay. This chart came to me on 25th of December 2016, yesterday. Okay. See, in this chart, Saturn is a natural malefic planet. We all know about it, right?
Yeah.
And for Leo ascendant, it becomes Lord of 6th and 7th, right?
Yeah.
Lordship as well as the natural behavior of Saturn for this chart is not good at all.
Yeah.
Okay. And unfortunately, this dasha dasha of Saturn started in 2006. And what happened in his life in 2006? Before 2006, he was an army officer in defense, and in 2000 he took VRS, voluntary retirement from the from services, and after that he started doing some business. But unfortunately, he was not succeeded, and now in this Saturn dasha, his financial condition as well as this Saturn is aspecting the 11th house in his chart, and also the 6th house. So the house of job, and at the same time the house of earning. So because of Saturn, retro Saturn dasha, now he is suffering due to what should I say, instability in career, because now he is doing a clerical job in a government sector on a contract basis, and he came to me for confirming that whether I got a good job or not. So in Saturn dasha, he was suffered due to his own decision, which is represented by Saturn, because Saturn is the karmdata, karm phal pradata. So he done some, what should I say, he took some negative decision, and because of that now he is suffering in Saturn dasha. And all this thing happened in 2006 when Saturn dasha started. Now Madhura, please.
Yeah. Can I ask a question, sir?
Please.
Yeah. Saturn is in the 9th house and it is debilitated.
Correct.
So actually, because it is functional malefic for Leo Lagna, that is why it behaved negatively, or how to understand it?
Okay. See, first of all, we should bifurcate that when planet give negative result and when they become give a benefic result. If a planet owning a good house and plays in a good house, in that condition we should suggest that particular dasha or that particular planet will give us good result. I'm giving you one example. In Faldipika, it is given that when Lord of 6th house is in the trine bhava, trikona bhava, and a good planet is posited in the 6th house, in that case this combination is called Astra Yoga.
Okay.
Native need to fight against obstruction, or he has to fight against his enemy to achieve good in his life. Why? Because if 6th Lord is placed in a good house, then it enhances, or what should I say, it increases the power of the 6th Lord, right? And the portfolio of the 6th Lord is not very good. Out of all these signification represented by 6th house, there are 70% are negative signification or karak. So that is why if Lord of 6th house is in the good house, this kind of yoga is prepare or give result.
Yeah. Can I ask a stupid question?
Please. Don't say.
How we can see, like, is there any rule, or have you observed something in your career that retrograde planets behave well in some particular houses, like kendras or trikonas or upachaya or something like that?
See, because I have a team with me, so when we research on chart that whether the placement of retro planet can create or change the result, this is my own personal what should I say, observation, that if they are Lord of the good houses, if they become the Lord of the good houses, and in that condition, if they are placed in a very good house, for example in trikona, then it should give very good result. It should give very good result. And as I said, Madhura, earlier, that if a planet is in the whatever house it is placed, it will show the instability or fluctuation in that particular house. For example, if a retrograde planet is posited in the 9th house, we should say that there are fluctuation in the bhagya or the luck factor of the native.
Yeah, correct. Beautiful. So, can I ask a question, Nitinji? When a retrograde planet is posited in its own house, how we can see what is happening over there?
See, if a planet is posited in his own house and becoming retro, it shows that the planet, that particular house should prosper if there is no aspect of malefic planet. Why I am saying this? Because see, if the house and its lord both getting afflicted by a single malefic planet, it can create issues. So because of retrogression, we can say that the particular house boosted up, or the native represented by that particular house have a very strong or should I say adamant behavior. He should be a strong-headed person. I'm repeating, if a planet posited in his own house and becoming retrograde, in that case the relative or the person represented by that particular house is a strong-headed person. And that particular house should flourish if there is no negative aspect on it.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So these are the two examples which I want to share. And so today we will discuss that when a planet becomes retrograde, it becomes stronger as per astronomy, as per Faldipika, Horasara, and different classical books. And at the same time, if trine lord become retro, it should give very good result. Because this is also given in one book, that Krura Vakra Maha Krura, Soumya Vakra Maha Shubha. What does it mean? That if a benefic planet becoming retro, it gives very good result, and when a malefic planet become retro, it gives very negative result. So these are the things which I want to share with Saptarishi Forum. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Can I ask a question?
Please.
If a retrograde planet is participating in some kind of yoga, so how to judge that particular yoga, strength of that particular yoga? See, again,
for example, I'm giving you one example. Suppose a person is having a Gaj Kesari yoga, okay, and Jupiter is ahead of the moon, and then it becomes retro. In that case, it is moving towards moon, and moon is also, moon can't become retro, so it is moving towards Jupiter, and Jupiter is also getting back to moon. This create a very good yoga. But if Jupiter becoming retro before attaining or before meeting moon in a chart, it shows that that a particular yoga got cancelled.
Okay.
So again, here degree matters. Degree matter a lot. See, in Ittashal too, if you read about Tajik Shastra, in Ittashal we say if a planet is, if the planet, just a minute. In Ittashal Yoga is if the planet who is having a greater degree, if they become retro, they are coming towards the the planet who is of having a lesser degree. So in that case, yoga doesn't bhang. Okay, yoga does not cancel. But if a planet getting reverses before achieving the planet or before meeting the planet, in that case, yoga got cancelled.
Oh, beautiful. This is a beautiful example you have given for Yog Bhanga. So, beautiful. Great.
Thank you. Thank you.
And one more question from my side. How to see the transit of retrograde planet?
Very valid question. See, ना वक्री में जहां तक मैंने देखा है, वक्री आपको सोचने का टाइम देता है. Suppose if a planet is giving a malefic result due to its transit, If a planet is giving you negative result due to its transit in a negative house. So for example, if Saturn is moving over the 5th house from natal moon, it's not considered to be good in South India as well as in North India. So in that case, it give you negative result all the time. But when it become retro, it give you the time to rethink or to think how to improve yourself. Okay, how to counter the problem you are facing right now. And now change it, switch it over to a benefic planet. If a planet is giving you a very good result, a very benefic result, but unfortunately it become retro. So in that period, the benefic result may be paused, and in that period you should consider how to better this situation or how to improve the situation. See, Madhura, in case of transit, first of all, we have to decide whether the planet is giving a good result or bad. For example, suppose moon is moving over the 5th house from the natal moon, then it is considered to give you negative result. Okay. But if fortunately Saturn become retrograde in that particular house, then in the meantime, you got the time to think how to improve the situation again or further. Similarly, if a planet is giving you very good result, suppose Mars is moving over the 3rd house from natal moon, and it is considered to give you good result. But at the same time, if it becomes retro, then the benefic result may be paused for some time. Okay.
Yeah. Great. Perfect. But how can we see the physical characteristics with the retrogradation? Means generally we have heard that if Mercury is retrograde, person is very intelligent. If
okay. गुड पॉइंट. अब मैं बताता हूँ मैं क्लास में क्या करवाता हूँ और मुझे लगता है कि ये रिजल्ट देता है, बिकॉज ये जिनसे मैंने सीखा और मैं बताता हूँ क्या है. देखो, प्लैनेट की जो जनरल ट्रेट्स हैं, जब वो रेट्रो हो जाते हैं तो जैसे मैंने इस वीडियो में कहा कि आपने वो चीज एक्सीड कर जाती है जो एक ज्यादा ही लेवल पर. एंड जैसे वो कहते हैं ना, अति सदैव वर्जित, किसी ने अपने कमेंट में लिखा भी था हमारे उसमें वीडियो में. उस केस में क्या होता है कि जैसे आपने कहा कि वो इंटेलिजेंट हो जाता है, नो डाउट इंटेलिजेंट हो जाता है, बट ओवर थिंकिंग किसी चीज को जो आप इजीली कर सकते थे, आप उसे बिगाड़ देते हो. आई हैव सीन, बिकॉज मैं पढ़ाता ही हूँ, 9th-10th को भी देख रहा हूँ क्लासेस को और एस्ट्रो भी पढ़ा ही रहा हूँ. तो मैंने क्या देखा कि जिन लोगों का मर्करी रेट्रो है ना, they appear to be very knowledgeable person, they have fantastic grasping power, but when it comes to the score of the native, कि हम अब देखें कितना वो ला रहा है नंबर, वहां पे जाके लगता है यार अभी 70 पे रह गया, तो 85 वाला था, तेरा पोटेंशियल तो 90 का था, 75 कैसे आ गया. एक चीज. और मेरे सर ने मुझे क्या सिखाया था, कर्ण का एग्जाम्पल महाभारत में है, आपको अगर याद हो तो मैं बताता हूँ. परशुराम के वो शिष्य थे, है ना, परशुराम से उनको सीखा और ये बोलकर सीखा कि मैं ब्राह्मण हूँ. और एक इंसिडेंट होता है जिसमें उन्हें पता लगता है कि कर्ण ब्राह्मण नहीं क्षत्रिय है, वो बिच्छू काटता है और वो रोक नहीं पाते. तो उसमें विश्वामित्र से बोलते हैं कि बेटा जब तुझे इस शक्ति की सबसे ज्यादा जरूरत होगी ना, तब ये तेरे काम नहीं आएगी. ओके. सेम रेट्रो प्लैनेट के लिए सपोज शुक्र वक्री है, अगर वो बंदा मेरे सामने चल रहा होगा तो मैं बोलूंगा बड़ी कैरिज्मेटिक इमेज है, फ्लैम्बॉयंट है, अपोजिट जेंडर में पॉपुलर है, उन्हें डील करना आता है, हाउ टू डील विद अपोजिट जेंडर. लेकिन जब शुक्र इज द कारक ऑफ रोमांस, राइट, आपको जरूरत पड़ेगी ना अपनी वाइफ के साथ, और जब एक्चुअली में उसकी जरूरत पड़ेगी तब आप आप उस लेवल पे नहीं. तो वो चीज है. इसी तरह मंगल का है, मंगल अगर रेट्रो, वैसे तो मंगल का नाम ही वक्र है, लेकिन अगर मंगल मान लो वक्री भी हो जाए तो हम ये कहते हैं, वैसे तो बहुत गुस्सेल है, लेकिन अगर हम कहते हैं यहाँ दिखाओ, यहाँ झगड़ा हो रहा है, यहाँ के बोलो ना कुछ, वहां पे आवाज नहीं निकलती आपकी, घर में आप प्लेटें उठा के फेंकते पे. तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि इसी तरह जुपिटर का मैं केस करूं, और अब सैटर्न पर भी आते हैं. सैटर्न के तो एग्जांपल भी मैं शेयर करता हूँ. मनमोहन सिंह का सैटर्न रेट्रो है कैप्रिकॉर्न साइन में, ठीक है. जब तक उनकी गवर्नमेंट रही या उससे पहले भी उसकी बड़ी अच्छी इमेज थी, इवन आज भी अच्छी इमेज है, वो यार बंदा डिसेंट है। लेकिन अगर उससे पूछा जाए इलेक्शन आपने जीता, जब आपको जरूरत थी लोगों के सपोर्ट की, क्या आप जीत पाए? तो नहीं जी, मैं हार गया। तो शनि मास सपोर्ट को रिप्रेजेंट करता है। नॉर्मली आप क्योंकि स्ट्रांग है तो लोगों में अपीयरेंस अब बहुत अच्छी है, नहीं बहुत बढ़िया बंदा है, भाई जरूरत है आप वोट करो इसके लिए, तब जाके लोग नहीं आएंगे। ठीक है। जुपिटर रेट्रो में मैंने क्या देखा, बड़े ट्रस्टवर्दी, बड़े रिलायबल बंदे हैं। आप बात कर रहे हो, आपको लग रहा है यार ये बंदा तो मेरे जरूर काम आएगा, कुछ भी हो जाए। जरूरत आई, आपने फोन किया, अनफॉर्चुनेटली फोन नहीं अटेंड हुआ। अनफॉर्चुनेटली जरूरत पे वो खड़ा नहीं हो पाया ड्यू टू सर्टेन रीजन। वो एक वो हिना मूवी में गाना था ना, मैं देर करता नहीं देर हो जाती है, आई डोंट नो। वो एप्लीकेबल होता है कि यार वो बंदा आना तो चाह रहा था बट बिकॉज ऑफ सर्टेन रीजन वो उस टाइम पे मेरे लिए आ नहीं पाया। तो मैंने ये देखा कि जब ग्रह वक्री होता है तो जो उसकी नेचुरल टेंडेंसी है, जो नॉर्मली वो देना चाहता है, वो एक्सीड तो करता है अप टू सर्टेन लेवल की लोग कहें वाह यार मजेदार चीज है।
So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have liked it, and it was actually an enlightening session for all of us. And as Anuradha ma'am says, clear as mud or clear as crystal. So certainly, Nitin ji, it is crystal clear for all of us. Thank you so much for coming back here again and teaching and putting some very much rare points for all of us. Thank you so much once again, Nitin ji, and we look forward to have so many more great sessions with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for inviting me on this time. Thank you.
Then he said, please think on this fundamental question of astrology. Why are you born in so and so lagna, Taurus lagna, Karka lagna? Why not in some